Alright, so I'm not dead, but I did like upload nothing for the last week. And you might think that I'm just like slacking off. I am, but I do have a reason for it. Alright. So I've been away from home, and the reason being is that like I'm like eating something right now. So like yeah, this is very goofy. I've been away from home because I've been at like a camp. I've been at Camp White Pine. Um, Basically it's like a boarding school where you get a bunch of Boy Scouts and force them to do chores for you. Just kidding. It's actually like they actually have like an arts program, and basically you can learn some stuff there. And our school provides us with like basically every single school, and the school board can send some people to it. And I guess I was one of those lucky individuals. So I had to stay there for an entire week. No Wi-Fi, only friends, and here to tell you about that experience because it was very goofy. So first of all, I just want to say that I had fun. I guess. I mean, it's really like dumb when you have to like sleep with a bunch of like immature seventh graders who sing about like exploding diarrhea all night long, so you can't sleep. But like, I mean, I feel like this is really just part of the experience, right? I'm gonna lose because I haven't played Minecraft in a week. But like, I mean, it was like other than that, it was alright, and I did a bunch of stuff. So, so speaking of immature seventh graders who don't let you sleep, like I'm in a freaking cabin with the most like inappropriate people ever. Like, if there was like a goofy scale, they'd be right up there at the top. They're so freaking goofy, bro. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm actually goofier than all of them. So, basically, like, we just like sing songs about like setting our balls on fire, and like having so much diarrhea that it literally comes out as filtered drinking water, and it was really fun, and we slept at like 3 a.m. every single day because we were just like staying up all night joking about sex, and our counselors, they're like chill. They don't get paid enough. They're like high schoolers, so they really just don't care. And yeah, so that bit was really goofy. I think I slept like 2 minutes the entire week, but that's fine. That's all part of the camp experience and all that. So now we get to talk into the actual juice, the nitty gritty, the musty, crusty, dusty rustiness, the meat and potatoes. Basically, arts camp is like it's like fake school, if you know what I mean. It's school, but it's like all art, and apparently it counts as school for some reason, because like the people just like it when we have fun or something. It's actually like really chill. Everyone there's super nice. Like when you're like not laughing, they're like, "Yo, are you depressed, bro?" And I think that's really nice. I think that's like really cool and stuff. And let me tell you about like the stuff we learned there, bro. Cause like it counts as being at school. So like it's not like you're like absent or anything. You're still like technically at school and all. And a lot of really goofy things go on there. And basically, you have to pick classes that you have to attend, select some courses. You have a morning course and an afternoon course. Basically, I picked like a drama for my morning, and I picked some like comedy thing for my afternoon thing. So and also along with that, you need like a workshop thingy, which is something like you do in between those times. You can go like canoeing. You can do something like you can use like nature art or something, and it's actually really fun. So we start by talking about like our daily routine, right? And then I'll go elaborate on some of like the finer details of the programs from there. So it's really like school in the sense that you have to like wake up and like do all your morning thingies. Like 7:45, you have to wake up before there because 7:45 you have to eat breakfast. You have to go down to the dining hall. You got to eat breakfast with all your friends, who hopefully they like you because you're sitting with them on the same table for the entire week for every single meal. And let me tell you about the meals. They're interesting to say the least. Basically, camp is very very energetic, and a lot of people want to have a lot of fun, especially during meals. So like during meals, it's not uncommon to see people randomly just like stand up on their tables and start dancing and like singing and doing some all sorts of strange stuff. And that's just all part of the fun. Like we got someone filming us at all times, putting us on Instagram. Like it's all really good. You can check out their Instagram if you want. By the way, they're actually kind of cool. Um, and also yeah, so breakfast lasts like all the meals. By the way, just like they just last longer because like half the time people are just singing and banging their tables, and it's really weird. And they have a bunch of announcements. So after breakfast, you head out to your morning program. And the morning program is good because like the room isn't like hot and sweaty like it will be in the afternoon. And another good thing about it, like the morning program, like you're like kind of like a new day, right? You get more focus in the morning than in the afternoon because in the afternoon you're like sweaty, you're like freaking tired as hell, and you need like an Among Us potion or something. But in the morning you're all cool, and I think the morning programs are actually kind of good. And like our drama thing, it's actually so good because like with the theater in the camp is like the biggest building, and we get the entire thing to ourselves for the entire morning, which is super cool. Like, and unlike in schools, you have two classes the entire day, and both of them are 2.5 hours. So I mean, it's a little bit of trade off. You get longer classes, but the classes are more fun, and they're also like way easier, and you only get two classes. And I'm really like bad at this game. I just haven't been playing forever, and I also feel like So after that, the morning programs last from 8:30 to 11, and at 11 we're all like, okay, let's just get started with our day, bro. I really don't care. So after 11, you head out to your workshop. I picked mountain biking as my workshop, and it's actually like, honestly, in my opinion, it's the best workshop. Honestly, like it's so fun. Just ride your bike around a bunch of trails, and like it's actually so good. Like, and also like it's actually like so cool. You can see so many nice things. Like the people doing it are so cool because they're all like freaking cool ass like gangsters and stuff. And yeah, most of this is good, but let's just say that there for every negative there's a for every positive there's a bit of a negative, right? And the negative for mountain biking is basically, if I had to summarize it in one sentence, I have never seen so many mosquitoes in my life. We literally, like, you can, like, shower in bug spray and all you want. The mosquitoes will find that, like, 1 millimeter of space that you don't have bug spray on, and they're gonna absolutely, like, suck the life out of you with that, bro. Like, it's actually crazy how many mosquitoes there are. And like the trails like very muddy, and like a bunch of people like crash and fall in the mud. Like I fell in the mud that one time, and like it was actually just not a nice experience. Like I literally like lost a shoe, and like I had to go change clothes, and like it just wasn't fun, But like mostly we had a great experience, and yeah, I feel like that was pretty good. So after that, we have lunch at 12:30. Now lunch is usually like the first meal of the day because there's a bunch of announcements. You bang tables every 2 seconds, like I said, and like I don't know why, but compared to any other meal, lunch has like the most table banging out of any meal for some reason. Honestly, it's crazy. Lunch usually lasts like over an hour, and it actually like cuts time out of our recess. Lunch is only supposed to last 45 minutes, and the rest, and like we get an hour of recess. But usually lunch lasts like an hour, and we get like no recess. But like our first recess is right after lunch, and after that at 2:30 we have our afternoon program. Uh, so as opposed to our morning program, the afternoon program is a lot of hot and sweaty afternoons. I'm telling you that, cause we like to we like to play basketball during the recess right before, and we get like super sweaty, and like that's just not good. There's people like jumping in the lake and stuff, but like we're not that type of people, and so we don't do that, and we end up regretting it every single time, and it's just not great. Basically, very hot and sweaty. The afternoon, I picked like a comedy program, right? Like I told you, and it was actually like a really really fun class. Other than the fact that we were always hot and sweaty, which definitely didn't help. Like our teacher was super funny and all because he's like a comedian and stuff, and we had a good time. Other than the fact that we were all hot and sweaty, and like half of us like heat stroked. But that's fine. After the PM program, we get another recess, which is cool. And after that is dinner. So dinner is usually like the most tasty meal of the day because you get a bunch of like really cool food, and the dessert is always super good. Like the dessert is like something that we're all looking forward to, right? At the end of the week, like basically the holy grail of dessert, something called the big cookie. It's like a massive like ice cream sandwich cookie. You know those ones that you get at like baseball games? It's like one of those ice cream sandwich cookies, except it's like much bigger and on crack. Like it's like an ice cream sandwich pie that like each of us like takes a slice out of and we share. And like it's actually like so good. Like honestly like ice cream cookies just like by themselves as normal ones, like absolute like phenomenal like frozen dessert. Like that's actually like the top three all time frozen dessert even like. But like once you make that like bigger and you add some chocolate and some sprinkles on it, that just takes it to the next freaking level, bro. And everyone like we were all like super hyped about it. And on Friday night when we actually got it, we were like really really excited. And dinner's just a really good time. There isn't as much table banging because everyone's like tired as shit. And yeah, so dinner starts at 6 and goes on for about like 45 minutes to an hour as my game just decides to crash. And yeah, and after dinner we have our evening, and that's usually like the most like chill part of the day. From 7:30 to 9:30, we have an evening program which changes every single day. You don't have to like sign up for anything. Like they decide what you have to do. So like on some days you have like a talent show where everyone has to attend. Like other days you can make like arts and crafts in the cafeteria. And on Thursday you have something called a performance night. So all the stations, all the programs, they perform a little bit of like what they've been doing, and like it's all like we're all like working towards it and stuff. And it was pretty cool. For our morning program, we did like a drama skit that was like 10 minutes, and it was on like disability and like ableism and stuff, and it was pretty cool. We could like wear masks and we could like stab each other with sticks. It was pretty fun. And for the afternoon program, it was like a comedy, like we wrote like a parody song, and it was like about camp and stuff, and presented it in front of the whole camp, and everyone laughed, and it was a good time. So yeah, that was about it, and we had a lot of like very very goofy stuff. After 9:30, we all go shower, and you're supposed to turn off your lights at 10:30, but like I don't know why no one cares. Like you're supposed to turn off your lights at 10:30, but you always just like leave it on until like 12, and some other cabins have it on until like 3 a.m. It's weird. It's really weird. And my game is deciding to suck for some reason. Alright, so basically, yeah, that's about it. And make sure to look at my pictures. I posted all of them on Instagram. And yeah, just like go check me out, bro. You should like actually follow me. No cap, on God, for real, for real. And yeah, that's about it. We had like a lot of fun, and as basically where I've been for the last week. Basically, I'm not dead, and I don't have cancer. Bye.